Just looking up and just thinking to myself, just Lord, just give me the strength to make it till tomorrow. One more?
Yeah.
My name is Anna, and I'm the mother of 6 beautiful children.
This is the biggest fish in the world.
I just love children. I've always been that type to love children. Even when I was 15, I was babysitting all the time. I met the children's father when I was 16. I loved him. I had my first child with him when I was 18. We thought everything was going to work out. Unfortunately, it didn't. And things just took a turn for the worse. Not really good living conditions at the time. The house was falling apart. There was no running water. It was just deplorable conditions in the house. I just didn't know what to do. It was so much. I was just buried. I felt like I was buried, and I just couldn't surface. My grandmother was watching the children, and it was honestly too much for her. One of my children got out into the street, and the neighbor caught them, knocked on the door to let my grandmother know, but she wasn't answering the door. I got a call at work saying that DCF was at my house, and then I needed to come home. I was begging the investigators not to take them. They were crying, screaming. It was horrible. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that feeling. I just felt so helpless. I knew I was a good mom, but I just needed the help. Every night it was a routine. Prayed before I went to bed.
3, 2, 1, go.
I found out about Love Inc. through a friend. I have a contact. I'm gonna send you the number. Give Amy a text. Her name is Amy.
My name is Amy, and I'm a resource navigator for Love Inc. A resource navigator is someone who works with the family or the individual to help them meet their goals. When I first met Anna, she was really quiet, soft-spoken. She really obviously loved her kids and wanted her children back. And she was really willing to develop a treatment plan, work a treatment plan, and accept help.
Just looking up and just thinking to myself, just Lord, just give me the strength to make it till tomorrow.
Well, first and foremost, she needed housing. She didn't have housing. And so she could not be reunified without housing for 7 people. It's expensive.
That was the biggest thing I needed to knock off the plate to get my children back, safe and stable housing.
We are all children of God, and you have to see everyone's value, even at their lowest point, because even at their lowest point, they have strengths.
When we found New Life Village, actually Love Inc. helped me with the deposit here to move in.
We were able to get her childcare, and then she was able to work, and she did work. But it's just breaking things off one step at a time.
I've learned how to advocate for my children a lot better than I have ever been able to advocate for my children. Knowing my value and knowing that I have a voice, and I'm allowed to use it, and I don't have to settle for something less because the kids are worth it.
At Love Inc., we want everyone to meet their God-given potential, and Anna's well on her way to doing that, being a great mom, being a leader in her community, in her family, and she's in school.
I'm going to school for nursing. I want to work with the newborn babies, so that's my goal, is to be in the hospital working with the newborns.
When I see her doing well, whether I had a small piece of it or not, I love watching her. I love seeing her. I love talking to her, and I love hearing about her kids.
She's family. I would like to think of Amy sometimes as my guardian angel.
I love seeing how far she's come, because when our neighbors are doing well, the community's doing well, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what we're called to do, is to help our community and help our neighbors.
I don't even think I can express even in words, like, how grateful I am. Because I know if there's ever a time I need help, I know I can turn to Love Inc. And they'll do everything that they can to make sure me and my kids will be okay.